Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Just about set to go now. Getting the nod in this one, Kevin Gausman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here comes Aaron Judge. Big time power. There's a swing and a miss. Judge launched a homer in his most recent game.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community.
Judge rips that one. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and, man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man at second. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
And he deals.
Ball one. 1-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss, struck him out at a splitter.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. so impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
On the ground, right side. Jimenez throw to first. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Two outs, base is empty. And now Oswaldo Cabrera.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Two outs, base is empty. Rocketed out towards right center. This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Off the mark there. 1-0. Cabrera on at second with 2 down. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Max Fried.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Well struck left field. That's back there. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. And they're on the board. It's 4-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
One out, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch, and he just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 1-1. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there. It's a first inning double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Anthony Santander, batting with one down, takes a strike. Fried, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
One out and a runner at second.
3-2.
It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fried out of the stretch, fires. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Guerrero at second with 2 down. Pitch
Ball
misses
one.
there, and that is ball 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Guerrero around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
Now at the plate, Leo Jimenez. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Down the middle for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And makes the grab. That is the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. 1 inning in the books here. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. Dominguez getting to start in left, 22 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Gosman back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one just misses, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
One down, base is empty. And
Ball
takes
1.
low for ball 1.
1-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Doubled his first time. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Yankees 4 and the Blue Jays 2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Max Fried will go to work. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Alejandro Kirk in the box now. No balls and a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Next pitch off the plate. 1-2 to count. And downstairs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
The count's full.
That one down the line and foul ball. 3-2. Inside, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Right fielder.
One down. George Springer, the next to hit. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And that one finds its way through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Out Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Marcus Stroman.
Number 0, Marcus Stroman.
Here's Andres Jimenez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That to right. Out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop,
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. Squirts away a little bit. Kirk, the lead runner at second. Springer on at first with 2 down. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two outs. Swing and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Foul ball there. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. Now one missed. Next offering is fouled back. And Belly goes down on strikes.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 5-2.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty, 1 away, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. One down, base is empty. Started to swing, held up.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spinner.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
2 down, nobody on. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Fastball is outside. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's now 5-2. Bottom of the inning, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Anthony Santander. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 1. Guerrero at second with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. To the right side, Chisholm handles, throws to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second and great jump. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position in 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. That one fouled off. He goes down looking. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Bowden Francis. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Varsho settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. And it remains 5-3. Bottom 4, here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike. Inside, nope. Just inside. Missed. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. Just misses with that one. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And the batter is George Springer, and he's already singled in this game. And that one fouled off. The Jays trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jake Bloss.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Back in the 1st.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder
Bellinger up to hit,
Bellinger.
1 for 2. This one in the air. Bichette pulls it down, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Loss in his rookie season, 23 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1.
Man at first, one away.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher. But if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Here comes a 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Three-two now. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Santander snags it, and that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Stroman back to work. In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing it up. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a foul out of play. Out towards right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Brent Hedrick will take over here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike. Santander, the runner at first with 2 gone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two outs. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Blue Jays held in check. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Adam Macko.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 64.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that one pulled foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
And now the count is even. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Garcia getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch just misses, and it's 2-2. And that one missing low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And they'll do it again. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses. Outside. And that's another ball.
2-0.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Chop to the left side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Hit weakly on the ground. Zips it to first, and the Yanks go quietly. So they make short work of them there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Well, we go bottom 6, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Leo Jimenez. Fastball is outside.
Nope.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Base hit center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Ernie.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. On the run, sends it over to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
First and second, no outs. And now Alejandro Kirk. Yeah, that's fouled off. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, could be 2. Throws to second for 1. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's George Springer. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tim Hill.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Jimenez on third with 2 out. And that is out of play. The 0-2. And that's outside.
That's out.
This to third. Over to Goldie. That takes care of Springer. Inning over. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. We're through 6 full. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
Jimmy Garcia.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Next offering is fouled back. swing and a miss. One down. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Judge in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And Judge spoils that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side in the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the 7th, and we got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Tyler Heineman. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's 1 down.
Now batter, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Stuart Baroa. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. That misses, and that is ball 1. Tying run at the plate, and that's in there at the knees for a strike. Swings through that.
1 ball.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. To the right side, Chisholm. Got him on the off-balance throw. And they got him.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Yoendrys Gomez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Bichette on third with 2 out. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Brings it in, and that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They're still down 5-3. Tyler Heineman into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Also into the ball game, Nathan Lucas. He'll be out in left field. Chad Green ready to go.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Will Wagner getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Here's Cody Bellinger, 1 for 3.
Center fielder Cody Bellinger.
That's too low. Ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Davis Schneider comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-1.
That clips the zone, and the count is 0-2. Action in the pen down there. Angel Bastardo preparing to come on if needed. Burr also getting ready. Man at second. And
One
delivers
ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
And there's
2
a
balls,
ball.
2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at-bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him. 2 away. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Goldie steps into the box. This one high in the air to left center. Lucas sizes this one up. He's got it, and that is that. Bottom 8, welcome back as we've got a pinch hitter, Joey Loperfido.
They're running out of time in this game trying to get something started here.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, J.T. Brubaker.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So now a pinch hitter, Addison Barger. A runner at first for him, nobody out. And
That's
ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The tying run at the plate. 3. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That clips a corner.
0-1's the count.
And that's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Good job to fight that one off. Loperfido over at first with 1 away. Ball one there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there are two down.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Brubaker, 31 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2015. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first, third out. Staying in the game on defense, Joey Loperfido. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting.
Number 10.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Ryan Burr.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays. Number 43, Ryan Burr.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Loperfido hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Angel Bastardo appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. This one popped up. Bichette hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Dominguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Blue Jays 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Luke Weaver.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. Now it's the second baseman, Davis Schneider. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. That's in there. 0-1. The Blue Jays down by a pair. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goldie makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So they're down to their final out. And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a breaking ball misses outside. The 1-0. Strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Two down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Weaver is just one strike away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.